have been incredible, even in the problems they've been having on overpass, just historically. Going to need more of the same here today if they were going to take down IHC. Frankly, predictions go out the window at this point in the day. Anything can happen. Anyone can blunder. Anyone can get eliminated. And the sheer amount of energy that has already gone into this series from all 10 players, both coaches, 30 rounds in the first map, overtime in the second, and now who knows in the third.
A very long-winded round here, but the longer you take, the more util you trickle out of IHC. You also have time now to just discuss this next round in a bit of a calmer atmosphere. Gun for try, doesn't make it across, and that's the bomb spotted, but they weren't really expecting to win this. Cabal lights them up, and Techno's there to close it. The conversions are found for IHC to open up this CT side. They get the pistol, they get the 2 in a row on the back of that. Now we have this investment coming down the pipeline for 0-0 Nation.
Yeah, it's not a popular take, but if IHC were to win this series, what an unbelievable display that would be. You know, it's one thing to absolutely throw away your lead in the second map, but they still ended it, Harry. They still shut it down. 0-0 Nation knew the whole time this one was coming. They allowed it to slip through a map that historically has not done them justice. And IHC will be eliminating hometown heroes in one of their, if not the biggest game yet that they've ever won. Of course, just be the start to a long road to get to that legend stage, an unlikely one for either team here, just being down in their 0-2 bracket. It at least gives you them some best of 3s to fight back. Try down connector, scores here alone, no support, caught in the corner, nowhere to go. Try will find that, and even the spam dodged by Dumao, who now has a path back up top. Holding for a boost, they're not going to find it, even if Cabal stands up. He's in cover. 0-0 Nation working that A site, 2 CTs in position, and a third even moving back up. Time is a factor. You'll notice Techno has the Molotov. If you can get that on the bomb site, that could cause a lot of problems later in the round.
Oh, Blitz getting aggro. 25 seconds
what
here.
A spot.
Tucked in close. And everyone's moving up into this A site for IHC. This is rough for 0-0 Nation. They've really got their work cut out for them. Might have the man advantage, but into the Lion's Den, into this stack. And they get cut down. coldzera, suddenly from nowhere is in with a double. Might have saved the day, but that's the bomb dropped by Cabal. Later. And he's out like a light, stealing that round away in spite of coldzera and Taco's best efforts.
I love that positioning for IHC in that round, right? The reason they know exactly what's going on and they're full rotating is just because they had a man in con. That wasn't it. That was just one piece of the puzzle. Cabal was B short the entire time. He knew they couldn't exec B straight from Monster. He can see the tunnel. On top of that, they can't come in from short. So even though 0-0 Nation feel like they've figured out the setup, they've defeated the B player in connector, that's just one part of it. Cabal had that flank locked in, had that exit route cut off. And so IHC full stacked on the bomb site, able to do the dirty work. Eagles out now for 0-0 Nation. coldzera's got an AK. A couple of well-placed shots in that previous round. Annihilation's even pulled the AWP in very early into this game, as soon as he can. It's an AWPer's paradise. It's overpass after all. I like the tucked in position from Score. Just have to be careful about his gun silencer. Annihilation spots that cross. coldzera is not in a safe position, but a fast dodge does get out in time. You'll notice we just saw Score's barrel poking through, but no one will go up on long. No one will find that out. 3 on the A site, and this time no water control. This is a gamble without the information, without the facilities. And so 0-0 Nation can get a BXX off. The Blitz, of course, the in-game leader, the guy to essentially win the last map and keep IHC in this series, has read it well.
Two smokes to try and set this up for 0-0 Nation. Taco's lobbed that in, up into the heavens, and here's the push. Right as we kind of get into the final 30 seconds, it's Blitz and Techno 4K just tearing through 0-0 Nation. Cold, Dared, and Taco in the 1v4. Bomb gets away from him here. Time's getting away from him too. And dealt with from the heavens. Score is on that rotate down. IHC 5-0. Breaking a sweat yet.
73% of 68% of the rounds I actually win on this map are on the CT side. That's pretty lopsided. That's more so than the map is sided to the CTs. And I mentioned how 0-0 Nation at least have favorability in their T halves. Right now it's not showing. Yet to appear. Better late than never. But we still need it. AWP for try. He was a freak on Inferno. Got us to overtime. The first place. Woke up at the end of Ancient to win it in round 30. But it's a lot harder getting things done on the T side of this map. Got to be very patient. Hope kills come your way. Right now they're not. IHC anchored down. 3 strong on the A site yet again. They're jump spotting B short water. They have a lot of information. They're actually going to swap players out. Let that all play lower. Meaning retakes are unrealistic, unlikely in a round like this if 0-0 Nation were to go towards that A site. They are getting aggressive and getting a lot more info for it. With this push from Cabal, eventually when him and Annihilation clear Monster, they can send that AWP back up to A. This is again 0-0 Nation unwillingly, unwittingly walking into a stack.
And now IHC know, right? Cabal all the way on this flank. More players moving up and towards this A side of the map. But crucially, first kill for 0-0 Nation. This wrap round from Cabal still a ways away. Annihilation on the rotate up is also a while out. So right now, Blitz has got to hold the line. Reinforcements are a long way away. But Blitz will not let this bomb site fall into enemy hands. The last line of defense. And finally, the cavalry arrive. Reinforcements are here. Tricourt looking the wrong way. And there's the relief effort. There's the rest of the gang to pick up the slack.
Got to feel so relieving right now. And again, I'll reiterate everything I've been saying across the entire series. It was never the starts that were the problem. Anyone who watched Inferno knows that just as well as we do. In every series I actually have played, they've started rip-roaring, strong first halves. But that's not meant much. Only winning their first map just a minute ago of the tournament. But all of that being said, this is an excellent beginning. And we talked about in that Furia OG game, these overpass matches can spiral out of control, and they certainly are right now. Techno with a double as they come through the smoke and the flames. Cabal flash back in for more, loses his face. Cold Zero hits a nice cap on the tech, and he's looking for a little bit more as well. Behind the smoke, Blitz backs out. Cold chases him down, but he can't finish the job, and the cover from above, the orb strikes down another. This is a clutchable round for Taco, though. Don't count him out just yet.
It's the wrap through Monster. He's just not ready for that. He's just simply not ready for it. Oh, back! Damage done, but not the kill. 7-0. You thought that with Cold Zera leading the charge like that, creating all the space, creating all the opportunities, maybe there was some legs on that round after all. And that's in spite of it starting like that. But just snuffed out right at the end. 7-0.
Dominant beginning.
Well, this was exactly how IHC opened up Nuke versus EG on day one.
What happened?
They went 7-0 up, and then they proceeded to get 8-7'd on the half.
Could that happen again?
have to wait and see. Something feels different about it this time around, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Don't quite feel the same as the day one nerves of the BO1s with elimination staring them back in the face.
The info really has been one way in this game already, right? Like, so much map control, so much aggression for IHC. They've figured out B short. They've won it every single time. We haven't seen 0-0 Nation really attempt takes towards that position. Try tempts fate by going over the top. He's going to have to keep this orb. Missed shot from Annihilation, and Try finds that opener. It's a huge pick from a very expensive resource in this orb. Score's trapped in toilets right now with eyes on middle. He cannot escape. It's all about fighting for survival, taking down as many as he can with him. Try looks like he wants to get a flash in there. It should be the end of Score's round if it's well placed.
Oh, that flash brutalizes him. It's a 0-0 Nation, 5v3, 2 openers going their way. Blitz gonna try and be the guy to put a stop to it. Oh my God, he didn't see the player in party. Still doesn't know about Dumao. Just hidden, shrunk down, unnoticed, moisturized and thriving. Now Cabal swinging long, dead. It's just Techno 4K. Multi-kills is this guy's forte, but from the truck, holding the line. And with the swing, Try executes him.
Not an
Finds
easy
that
shot.
first round for 0-0 Nation.
Got to build on it. Can't be a flash in the pan. Can't be a one and done. Focus faces all the way across the board. Nice shooting from Try. Opens and closes that round. You were feeling the Techno could put up exactly what his name suggests, but not with the orb firing off this quick. And I still have questions for Annihilation, who is yet to really show off like we know he can, like he does domestically. The first time an event this size. That's a good start. Leg shot off the flash. A timing pick to cold. Puts him down low. Techno, little slide. Gets into a very nice position. This looks silly, but it's extremely hard to clear. It's not where you're often going to be looking coming out through the monster tunnel. And we'll see with Taco there already waiting if 0-0 Nation will back up late. Annihilation, meanwhile, he finishes what he starts. Finds that second shot to cold, gifting the orb back to Try, flashing the angle. There's still a player up in front of this, though.
Dude, what's kind of wild here is because they haven't seen a pistol yet, they don't know whether or not there's like much of an investment around this AWP. And so that gun never gets thrown out the map over towards Party. As a result, Score's going to go arm himself with an AK, right? And it's more than just arming himself with the AK. It's the information that he's getting while he arms himself with the AK. They know it's going to be B now. They've cleared out Party, and Techno's been waiting here the whole damn time. Oh my goodness! Techno turns and flushes him out. That would have been 3 knife kills on a platter, but instead, Taco, a little bit more aware, a little bit smarter, a little bit quicker, turns around and deals with him.
How the hell did he even know? Just 180s, checks his team out, clears that spot. 3 players walk past, unchecking. And Annihilation, if he goes any further, he will be rid of the round.
I just saw it click. Techno was gonna knife that.
Yeah, for sure. Just best bet, the USP double dink, that headshot animation, that's not clean.
He wanted to try and take Torshi's record away.
Got 2 on Inferno earlier on against Fnatic in a pistol round. Annihilation will be allowed to save, but the day is saved by Taco with a triple entry into that B bomb site. A very precarious position, given that was an eco round, but it's still converted as 0-0 Nation build into this game. Crowd woken back up. IHC turned this arena into a mortuary last map when they closed out on Inferno. No longer. The only bodies in this building that people want are the bodies of IHC, dead in the server, Score trapped barbecued. A cremation in connector. Dumal's coming through. He's going to check this corner, no doubt about it.
Oh, they swing him. Dealing with the first part of the crossfire, sure, but there's a lot more where that came from. It's a triple layered trap in the connector, and you've only sprung the first part of it. Annihilation and Blitz with kills apiece. IHC still very much in pole position in this round. Only going to send Annihilation back, and at least you think it would have. He still floats around, still looks for the info, still looks for fights. Techno's much the same on this aggro through Monster and mows them down as they attempt to rotate in with the bomb.
I'm loving these Monster pushes, these B short takes, right? It's something that the 0-0 Nation haven't really cottoned on yet. They need this short location because constantly getting prodded and probed by IHC, and that's allowing for these A stacks that 0-0 Nation keep walking into. That's another example, pushed all the way through Monster. An unorthodox position as 0-0 Nation try and bound out back to B.
And I'm really getting, you know, this feeling, IHC are playing like super loose, super confident on this CT side. And I think it's this idea of like, well, hey man, we didn't just play through 2 grueling maps to then like play it really safe in the 3rd. I think you do just go for broke. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're playing like, they've been on stages their whole careers.
Yeah.
They very much haven't.
It's looking like an early B pop here for 0-0 Nation. Not too hesitant. Electronic smoke lined up. Flashes over Monster. And in come a 0-0 Nation. Popped in the face. Cabal can see nothing but death. Dumal delivers it unto him. Blitz far away. Only one man in the bomb site. Techno trapped back in water. Hits ahead. That AK does him justice. Immediate kill. And he can't hesitate. 25 points of health. He is on death's door. Knocking quickly. Still no bomb plant. They don't want to rush it. Try holding the heavens. Lato's right by his side. Techno does get cleared. The kill. Score covers him 2 health. He can deny this plant. If he just peeks now, there's no one here to stop him. And Try is dead. Techno lives to fight another time. Cole puts him to bed. But 30 seconds, a 1-on-3, and no room to work with. Puts IHC back in pole position.
I have been nothing but impressed with this IHC squad today, and Techno's been such a huge part of that. This round here, I mean, he's such a hero. It's so stylish, it's so fast. He's low the whole time, but he plays with the confidence of a guy on 300 health, never mind 5.
It's unbelievable that he's doing this at 17 years of age, Harry. He's one of the youngest players at this major. Completely inexperienced. Played in 2 teams. Professional games only listed in 2020 to now. And right now he is styling on major winners. Multi-time major winners. 9-2. With thousands of people rooting for his demise in the same building. It's not an easy thing to do, but do it they shall. Techno back on his BS, back to Monster. No flash for that fight, and it doesn't matter, it doesn't worry him. Cold Zero wins it out. That's such a massive kill because you don't need to commit. You weren't sending it into B, you were trying to back out. In doing so, Dumal gets caught. Equalized at least, but that will still spread the CT defense thinly. 0-0 Nation have enough time to go wherever they want, and they're going to retake middle first.
Gonna try and regroup for this hit over towards A. In doing so, they're gonna find themselves on the other side of Annihilation's AWP. Flash in the toilets telegraphs this play and starts to fill in IHC that players have gone back. Looks like that was by design. kind of been making this comment a couple of times throughout today, but Taco very much a kind of smoke and mirrors, trickery-based IGL. Going to try and force over rotations, going to get real convoluted with it in the mid-round. One of the downsides to that is it never leaves you with much time. 20 seconds, it's a buzzer beater of a round. These entries have got to be clean.
Hit that buzzer, time to go, 15, and they throw the flashes. Blitz lines up a double, spraying away, 0-0 in trouble, and it's Taco in a 1v4, but simply no time to win this round as you want to stay or go, keep his gun, tail between his legs, and a 10th round taken by IHC. I will never let go of my worries of a comeback, but that is an excellent round. And to kill Taco after the clock expires as well, no money, loss bonus out the window. This almost feels more convincing than their Inferno T side. 0-0 Nation cannot put a foot in the door. If they do, their toes get cut off.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna feel awful because, you know, the big question's gonna be like, you know, what if Inferno just had one round go differently? It's going to be haunting. One that 0-0 Nation might never be able to forget. If this goes against them in the third map, it's feeling pretty dominant right now. Dumao at a slow start. That's a nice dig from him down in the connector. But his teammate Lato was sniped out of the round in the meantime. As we've gone deeper into this third map, it's the old boys that are really stepping up, really trying to keep 0-0 Nation in this. But we need some of the youngsters. We need them to get back online because right now, nothing is coming up in favor of the Brazilian squad.
Yeah, they're getting absolutely eviscerated, Harry. No close rounds, no chances on this T side. And it was supposed to be a T side that at least had something behind it, statistically at least, but at the same time, it's a map they barely played in recent games. And when they have, it's gone awfully wrong. Overtime losses, dominant losses, double-digit losses. They've had it all. No wins, though. Not in months. July was their last victory on this map, and in fairness, it was over Liquid. Took them 3 overtimes. Don't know if we've had enough for them today, but they're going to need a comeback maybe even better than that of Inferno. And the comparison we made to IHC being from an underdeveloped Counter-Strike region, coming to a major and shocking all, similar to that of Brazil back years ago, that draws its head once again.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there was a point in time where you didn't know who coldzera was. You didn't really know who Taco was. They hadn't made that name for themselves yet, you know. And for a lot of people, they'll look at this IHC list of players and they won't recognize them, not right away. But they're putting their names out there. And with performances like this,
gotta respect it.
You definitely do. 11-2, another blinder of a start. Now the one thing that has to be said is, you know, no scoreline has felt safe for IHC. So we do have to see if that rears its head again.
What a shocking statement as well, to be even thinking that at 11-2, but the proof's in the pudding, Harry. Dinner's been served. Dessert as well, and Annihilation, blinded off the angle, allows Cold to take down score. He knows he's locked in by an AWP. Which angle, which side, he doesn't know. He misses the shot. Lato moves up on the short side. Back behind the bomb site Blitz. The hero of Inferno still holds strong. Flashed off from CT, actually blinds him so he won't swing. They're desperately trying to get this kill, but he's not giving up an inch. Finally goes wide, and he even survives, taking down Lato, forcing 0-0 Nation with, again, 20 seconds into B, but there's no one here.
Yeah, this is the upside, right? Finally, this kind of ruse has actually dislodged the sight hold. Something goes right for 0-0 Nation, and a chance at the plant now in the 3v3. Damage done to try, and Taco's tag low as well. Blitz might bail IHC out once again. Taco low on health, back against the wall in this one, fighting every step of the way. Annihilation bests coldzera. Taco with 1, but can't get any more. And it's IHC up on a 12, a successful retake launched down on that lower side of the map. They were out of position. They were in a bad way, and yet they make it look like they were favorites the whole time in that retake.
Yeah, it's getting sloppy in post-plants, right? Just so many one-on-one fights taken, and right now IHC feel like the better aimers at this point in the game, even though they were completely shut down in that second half of Inferno. Once we hit overtime, something changed for Blitz. I don't know what it was, but he got multi-kill after multi-kill entry to end that game, and he is 20-7 right now. The captain calling and fragging well beyond the level we should expect at this point. This could be more dominant than the first half of Inferno. 1 round decides it. 12-3 comebacks, okay, possible. 13-2, almost never. You don't even have the breathing room. Taco desperately trying to drag them over the finish line to this 3rd round and a half. Gap in the smoke, score exploits. Try with the bomb, can't lose it, he won't. Winning that fight, keeps this round intact, and Try doubles up with a headshot to Techno as well.
Very, very clean. Try doing all he can to find a 3rd round for 0-0 Nation. But to put it up on the board, to get a measly 3rd, you've got to get past the point man, the brains, the brawn. Blitz in this B site is ready and raring to go. coldzera and Lato gonna try and make this play happen out through Monster. That was the one flash that they had locked on in, and Blitz wins the initial engagement. Now he's calling for rotates. Gonna take a second in the grave with him as the fire catches up to him, and now down to the 1v1. Annihilation versus Try.
He has no idea. Annihilation's got to reload off, but he's snuck in short, and Try does not know. Now he has to start considering alternative angles, flanks, heaven, anything is open. He is precarious behind the pillar. Right angle. He now knows Annihilation gives it up for util, but keep those guns out. It's all on the aim. It's all on the gunfight. Try, save them last time.
You believe.
They say lightning doesn't strike twice. 0-0 Nation will have to harness something better than electricity if they want to pull this one back. It's all on the pistol. They lost it last time, but this time they don't have that breathing room. They don't have that opportunity. They've got to get it from the start. The stars silent. The older veterans, experienced major winners standing tall, but IHC, they're the ones bringing the fight, bringing the heat, and it's the young guns, it's the future Techno entry. Score follows up, a couple of trades from the kids on the block. 0-0 Nation, hold on.
Doing all they can, and just csgo left standing, and 0-0 Nation, pistol in their pocket, and they're happy to see it.
Is it doable, Harry?
I'm hesitant to even begin to answer that question, Hugo. It's going to take a hell of a lot, right? And to think that this isn't even the first time it's been demanded, to dig that deep once is a challenge for even the most seasoned of veterans. To do it all over again, that's just insanity. This round should be a lock-in, though. This is meant to be one of the easy ones. You're not going to have many, so enjoy them while you got them. 0-0 Nation just want the clean conversion here. And Dumao.
Straight bullet.
It's always the way.
Yeah.
Little straight bullet.
You know, it's one thing when it happened on Inferno. You know what happened? IHC, I feel like they felt like it was done. So much aggression. Ruthless, pushing on the CT side, just trying to end it. This time, they know it's happened, and they don't want to let it happen again. They're not even thinking like that. Ooh. It's a very different ball game.
100%. I mean, you're cognizant of this comeback ability, right? You're cognizant that they can do it, and you're trying to watch yourself to make sure you don't end up in any of those same pitfalls all over again.
You can't lay your eye off the screen for a moment, a millisecond around, because you know that just 4 away, you have eliminated the hometown favorites, not just in this series, but in this stage as well. Your dream is to turn this arena into a morgue. Fast through middle, IHC grouped up, ready to trade. Party overwhelmed and mollied off the 0-0 Nation, throw in the towel. They won't even fight on long. Try considers it for a second, takes his exit route, groups up with his team. Lato can drop a deep smoke on long if he wants. IHC have just enough to throw and execute. Question is, are 0-0 Nation ballsy enough to make those aggressive flanks? Those plays IHC felt free to make in the CT side. Right now there should be no need. 3 CTs sitting near the A site. That third player close to rotate, down in the stairwell. He might have to be called up right here, right now. Duval is making that move over. And Lato is pushing the issue.
All right, hidden in this smoke, it's ballsy. He's hoping that it's the element of surprise is enough to blindside them. Let him get away with murder. Famous up close. Annihilation and Cabal open up. Try with a response. A 3v3, but he can't hold on. They're out on the long side, and they're moving in. coldzera kind of hesitant on this rotation. He's thinking about the save, and it looks like they might just back out. They might admit defeat here. 13-5, first rifle round. Going the way of IHC.
You can tell just from how they're playing that they have no intention of making those same mistakes. A clean execute, close spacing, nice trading, and even planting safe to avoid a flank. They didn't have map control in this round, and they won't let that bite them in the arse.
I think just the mental state that these teams are in, it is so different. For IHC, they're in a vacuum as far as they're concerned. They can't let the outside world get in. That's how you fall apart, right? They are all channeled in on just the game right now. For 0-0 Nation, I think they fell prey to buying into the emotion on Inferno, and it's a real double-edged sword. You live by it, you die by it. When the going's good, you hit the most impossible, unachievable peaks. But when things go bad, you know, that's where you start to crumble. That's where you start to hurt.
It's a disconnection from the game. When you stand up away from your computer after that match, what do you feel? What do you think about? And do you let that get to you? For IHC, it was nothing but elation. For 0-0 Nation, devastation. Those are not the same. Not when this much is on the line. Oh my God, Cabal? They're not even considering it. 2 kills, side of the head, bang, and they're gone. For some reason, they had no idea. The last thing on their mind was the connector. I don't know how that's even happened. IHC just creeped through and they found 2.
Yeah, the door was blowing off. It looked like Cole was watching it, but Cabal hit that timing. Taco is going to flush out score, and that really, I think, does kind of shoehorn the A play out of IHC. They don't have any real estate down on that B bomb site anymore, so they might just have to fight forward into this stack. Alternatively, they try to go back. They try to retake that space over towards B, but that's going to cost you time. Time that you're fast running out of.
Yeah, Taco's not leaving. I like this reposition. He's actually aggressing into the monster. He's not going to commit. Even if he just anchors down the site, he needs at least a 1-for-1. That's it. They're going to come to him. Uncertain. Undecided. Fake on A. Crept out towards the B short area. It's all coming clear.
Taco in the sight, out with a swing. First fight won, but he needs more. One and done is not enough. Rotate coming in. coldzera's here. Up in heaven. Dumao takes position, but Cabal in tandem. It's a nade and an AK to win that out in the 1v2.
14-5. The comeback leaves your mind. Any chance of it. And head in hand. It's not over yet, but it feels like it might be. Mentally exhausted bottom of the barrel.
I mean, knowing guys like Taco, you know that he's going to be putting a lot of this on himself. I think he's going to feel like he's let down the crowd here, and these are rough ways to feel, man. This is something that, for everyone on this team, you've waited years for, and now you're potentially the first team eliminated. Suddenly, the last place you want to be is out in front of all these people who came to watch you.
And the amount of work that just goes in, right? It's not just what you see in the server. It's not just the flashy flicks and the nice executes. The years of training, of dedication, the hours every day. coldzera talking about putting in 14 hours a day, just coming into this major. None of that matters when shit hits the fan. 14-5, full eco, playing for overtime. And IHC here to slam the hammer down.
There's the opener. In they go. Might be a stack here, but they're just padding stats. USPs are going to get a handful of kills. AK retrieved on Dumao. IHC cannot let this round spiral. AK still in the water. Ooh. AK still in the round. Score dead. Maybe there's something at play here. Cabal's blinded off the angle. They've spotted him out on the bridge. They're trying to peek and they're trying to deal with him. And Dumao keeps on putting up numbers. On for the ace. On for all five. Just Blitz left to beat over the top of the smoke. Oh! It's there, baby! Bloody hell!
How has he done that, Harry? Full eco, 5 stack, seemingly no way out. And to get through Blitz, the guy that broke your back on the last map to close that 1v1. Low health, no armor, no teammates, and all the glory. But you can't get ahead of yourself. You can see what it means to him. Shaking. But it's short-lived.
Oh, I mean, I can't. Oh, hello, Blitz. Hello, Blitz, inside of the B site. Up close, in their face. One from the Deagle. But don't worry, the rifles are here to clean up house, to get this back under control. Score. Sneaking his way up the short side.
He might catch them retreating. They try and leave him long. They don't know he's this deep. Lato can't move.
Oh, he doesn't know that. He doesn't know. Oh! Score in the sight now. In the sight. Lato's not turning. Fighting long. Wants to drop the bomb. Wants to win the round. He is in control right now. Smoke down, but he's getting run at. Annihilation's dead. Score's going to find him through the smoke, but doesn't make a play to get the bomb. Instead, he wants this fight. coldzera not rotating up, not overplaying his hand. Cold's experience showing through there as he slows for a moment. Had a feeling that maybe Score wanted to fight. Now he's seen no one's at long. Eventually the penny's going to drop on Cold. Surely he's going to realize sooner rather than later. He waits. He just keeps on waiting. Score's got an open path into the B site. For all the marbles. Bomb down on lower. And coldzera, the Brazilian legend in the hot seat.
The ex-world's best. Multi-time major madness, and he needs to prove it here and now. Score moves in for the killing blow, but Cold stands tall. 7 rounds. Can you really celebrate? Your back's still against the wall, but I have never seen a series with ecos this close. With rounds this tense, with so little to gain. And still they find a way to make it interesting, from full USPs to nearly full Glocks. But Cold stops it in its tracks. IHC still over double the rounds. Oh, exactly double the rounds, rather. Still with more than enough ample opportunity. A timeout even called, not wanting to get ahead of themselves. And this is probably the most tantalizing 14-7 you will ever watch. How can a game this one-sided be this tense? I don't know. Orbs out, try. Beast mode last map. Beast mode at the end of Ancient. But the pick in mid won't come through.
Slow default. No one wants to be that first player to fall. Connector taken. Grouping outside of B and a fight won. Dumao on the receiving end of this opener. You might not want it to have fallen first, but in the end, IHC didn't give you the choice. They're starting to walk into this B site. Molly from Taco, but they're already through it. Techno burns, Taco doubles up. 30 seconds and the bomb spotted on this B play. The rest of 0-0 Nation have to try and finish what Taco just started.
They don't know it's empty, but they have so much room right now. They could get this bomb on the site, they could stick it down, and they will. Finally moving in. Boost gonna have to come through. Any mistake, it will be hurt by Cabal. The jump up is clean. Spam from the back. Lato dinked on the flank. He's going to get a kill at least. coldzera catches Annihilation down at Monster. And now pushed up close. Gone as well as Cabal. Another round to the wire, but cut by 0-0 Nation. They're not going down without a fight. Whether or not they win this map, still almost impossible. They can at least say they tried. More timeouts. A sign of the times, perhaps. IHC will literally never in their life get a better opportunity to win this series. They already bungled the first one. But if they do it again, that would be the biggest major disappointment in history.
Yeah. The best time was then. The second best time is now. IHC in with another investment. They're going to keep these up. They're going to keep them coming down the pipeline. Galils, AKs, little light sprinkling a utility. Screaming something a little bit faster, right? Don't really have the util to throw in something big brain, something real fakey. You've just got to commit. You've just got to stick to your guns on this one. Running it through the B tunnel, into coldzera, into Taco, into the veterans of 0-0 Nation. They get lit up. B is closed. It's back to the drawing board for Blitz.
And they want to finish it. They are not waiting around. Flash over the top, doesn't do a thing. Taco dies, and a bit of spam goes a long way, but this is still inevitable. On the precipice of 9 rounds, Lato is here to confirm that. And caught with a reload, Blitz is gone as well. Baby steps, we said 4 rounds ago. And the counter keeps ticking up. Before you know it, it's already too late. There is nothing to lose in trying.
At what point does it become more than just a good try? I guess that's for you to decide. IHC, they've got this nade stack.
Nothing.
Not going to find a thing. No one there.
They're
now
rushing.
the fast play in towards B. Pistols. They try and close the distance, close the gap. These can be hard to contain, but it's a nice look for 0-0 Nation. 10-14. Something might be happening here, Hugo.
How in God's name are we even having this conversation, Harry? We should be packed up. PCs unplugged, peripherals in the bag, head in hands, but this game rages on. And with every round, it gets a little bit easier.
For now, both these teams exist on this stage just that little bit longer, but for one of them, at the end of this incredibly hard-fought BO3, that journey comes to an abrupt end. IHC waited for this buy. Annihilation with the AWP, util for everyone else. Try, he's got his AWP over towards the short side, playing a little setup with Lato here in the toilets. It's 3 strong over towards this upper side of the map. But that's changing now. Now dropping in, going lower. Nothing's been heard, nothing's been seen. No info for 0-0 Nation. Right now we're working with gut feelings.
It's a nice boost.
Boosted. Nothing to be found.
Nade over the top as well. A little bit of damage can go a long way when you're working with those A1Ss. AWP ready in the sight. Flashes off the counter AWP. Annihilation push. Oh, take the shot! Try and you will succeed. Try, they shall continue to do. Techno's in the sight, sideline is Dumao. Lato gets a 1-for-1, and it's a massacre. 0-0 Nation. Another round. I've been here all day. I've not heard the crowd get this crazy. The stomping of 1,000 feet. The banging of 100 drums, and the belief of 5 players might make this game last longer after all.
You thought there was no way
That was me.
this could happen again.
I didn't think. I rode them off. 12-3, no chance. Yeah, here we are. In Asia, it was the changing of the guard. It was Tai Lu, the permanent guarantee to every major, dethroned by IHC in back-to-back majors, eliminated in the Antwerp RMR, here again in Brazil. For the Brazilians, not the changing of the guard, but a culmination of legends and younglings. That is 0-0 Nation. Combined forces. Arms linked. Win or loss.
Easy does it in this round. Blitz tries his hand at the opener. This has been the go-to player at almost 30 kills deep, right? It felt like he couldn't set a foot wrong. He was the go-to guy to get round started. Well now, first to fall in this one. Try, up and over and in to Techno. Bomb picked up. Boost up. Taking a peek into this B site, but nothing being given. Nothing being offered. You've got to take it. I can't wait forever. But the patience, it will be rewarded. And now the go button. If there ever was a time to just push it and get a move on, it's right here, right now.
Action station, 0-0 Nation dropping all into B. 4 players in position. No doubts about the eventuality. This site is getting taken. It's going to be a retake round. You've got to get past Dumao, the pit hero.
Trying the heavens, AWP shot misses, but Dumao here, the guardian of this B-bomb site, wrapping around, looking for his way in, his moment. A really slow start to this map, a slow start to the last one too, but the redemption is true for Dumao. 1 to his name, damage done to Annihilation, they're boxed into a corner, and Dumao's doing it all. Score! Oh man, what a try! But Dumao shuts it down!
I am entertained, Harry. You asked earlier, need I say more? And what a try. We need that activation. We need that late game player. We need Blitz. We need Techno. Or is the cheering? Is the cheering all too much? A 12-3. and they're still alive.
I thought they would be exhausted. I thought they would be done. And I don't even think you could have blamed them if they were.
Yeah.
But goddamn, they just don't know when to quit.
I don't think this is an 0-2 game, but these players are delivering some of the Counter-Strike of their entire life.
All right, into the toilets. Into the close
No
range.
flash.
Dumao.
No
They
flash.
peek him dry. Suddenly, from 0 to hero, he's trying to deliver, but it's only the one and done. Lasso, it's a fight of his own. Gonna get out of there, but he's getting chased. Oh, how? You can't do it like that. Blitz. Okay, maybe that's a route back in. Maybe that's a chance, but the nerves, it's all overwhelming. IHC don't know what's happening. That's a kill into the A site, but it's not enough to tempt them in. They're still doubting it. They're still slow. They're trying to wait for the adjustment. 0-0 Nation. They start to send players up. Start to reinforce this A side of the map. The good graces of IHC to go slow here might serve the Brazilians well.
Yeah, two players in position, one smoked off, one with an open sightline. Taco can be the game changer, can be the money maker from the bank. Nice bow, caught on the cross. The expectation of no one there lets him down, and Blitz has to back out. It's another round, 13 now. Kill him if you want, but you can't. Cold Zero's flank closes, and 0-0 Nation are believing again. How do you do this after losing on Inferno the way you did? After completely capitulating.
We said in that last series and in this one that it felt like there's been some divine intervention today for the Brazilian teams. And well, in the city of Christ the Redeemer, the redemption, the intervention, it has been divine. 0-0 Nation are one round away from tying this up.
It's something otherworldly indeed, Harry. And you have to feel for IHC for what they're going through right now. The conga line of death, the walk through the toilet smoke, risks made. Maybe rewards found. No one's looking. The smoke's down. Who would go through it? Not us, surely not. A quick entry, a chance to dance in the sight. Techno boogies with the best. Knocks down Dumao from top of the server. Lato responds from the long side. Misses that flash over the top. He's going to go back for a second chance. Score plants on the truck, but no one to cover. His legs show. And Lato removes them. 2 on 3. Nowhere to go but forward. You can't back out now. Blitz does get his revenge, but this bomb is not for him.
Taco on the timing. Timing from the IGL, the 0-0 Nation wrapping around from behind. It needs to be everything. And there it is! It's the 2 old boys tying it up at 14-all!
The Brazilian Brotherhood is back for another major. And you think this is the goddamn final? Well, it's the final match for someone, Harry. And in the next 10 minutes, we'll probably know who. Home sent, not God sent. But who's it gonna be?
No matter who lost, there was always gonna be heartbreak. But nothing could have prepared you for this. IHC trying to handle the B play. And Taco ready to put a stop to it. Nade. Oh, it could be juicy. They go through. They've beaten the nade. They've beat the timing. And now they move in to a damn near empty B bomb site. Alarm bells are going off. This could be a disaster. 0-0 Nation needs to recover. They need the heroes. And Cold Zer is blowing out. Both Taco and Cold gone. Suddenly it's the young guns who have got to deliver.
The new generation rearing their head, and it's Techno instead. 17 years of age, decapitates Dumao. Does it again, but is it enough? 2 on 4, they've called it off. It's a save. IHC, repetition of Inferno. Again, find map point first. They did it before. It took overtime to close. And overtime's where 0-0 Nation are going to have to take it, or this will be the most devastating loss of their career. He saw him. He hits him. It's a gun saved. It's a sigh of relief. But it's still a 15th round. How does it take IHC this long to close it out? Almost over the top. Oh, he gets it! And that is such an influential kill. No money. No AWP, surely. If they have it, it's going to cost them. Cash they don't have. And they're going to have to channel that energy once again. Try will find a way. Dropped by Taco, but concessions made. Nades lacking. Kit not in the round. This is it. The culmination of the years of work. One round.
Yeah. This might end up being either another overtime affair in the game that didn't know when to quit, or it's nothing more than a fireball. The spectacle is in the crash of 0-0 Nation. First kill found for Lato, and he turns his attention back to long. It's the right read, it's the right call, but Lato having to do the heavy lifting all alone. He's in with 3. Annihilation gone, brushed aside, blip.
Energy of thousands of people cheering their names to end the day once and for all. I'm here with Harry. Take it away.
It's almost poetic. We've been here before. An equally impossible comeback took place on Inferno, only to have it fall on deaf ears. IHC were able to pick it up in spite of the comeback from 0-0 Nation. Now, you somehow have a chance to do it again. This time, they have to complete it. They've had their chances, they've had their opportunities, they've given it their all. Now it's about sticking the landing.
Tears will be shed. Are they tears of joy or tears of regret? Only time will tell. Hesitation. Lato tuck divider. Team made. Not ideal. And they'll walk right by. Will they check it? No. Lato, quick kill off the flash. Score sees nothing but death. And the next round, Lato swings for a double. Dumao even here to assist. It's this double godsend duo here to do the dirty. The Argentinian youngster try set up on the site. Orb shot for Annihilation. Does as his name suggests. 3-on-3. There's still a way in.
He's quick with it. Still, double setup inside of the A site. Cold Zera and Try. They're beckoning IHC in like sirens on the rocks. I hope this is where they shipwreck them. IHC.
TikTok.
The Utils flushed them out of the site.
The backstab. It's coming.
Oh! Annihilation's got it. Attention on the back line. He's bailed them out potentially. Just Cold Zera left in the clutch. 1 versus 3 when it began, and a 1v2 now on his plate, and Techno 4K will not give him the satisfaction. IHC, the first in overtime. We said in the BO1s they had trouble closing out games. Well, in the overtimes today, it's been a different story. It's where IHC have done their best work.
7-0 against EG. They lose that game 16-9. A 6-round T-Side on overpass against Outsiders. They lose it with barely more. And now today, the same thing. The 12 threes into OTs. It will be the regret of IHC's careers if they don't do justice on this game. But Try will once again put up the barrier. He only just makes it back. Reface.
Back in.
Cocky guy. But he will survive. 5-on-4. IHC reroute, but it's all too clear. It's all too obvious. In fact, they should know. Try still holds onto middle. Will finally go back to the long side. The re-aggression is coming at an awkward time, but it does allow Dumao to drop back into B. The flash is perfect. They line up. Tango! Soft shell, baby. They melt in his mouth.
Unbelievable. The lineup. And now one man left to beat. Annihilation at the end. Trying to give it to him. But they'll lock him out. Try from the heavens. Makes it so. And a tie game at 16 all over again. Next round decides who's got that advantage heading in to the second half of OT.
It's got to be the CT side, right? It's the same as Inferno, right? Whoever gets those 2 rounds on the unfavored side, it was CT then, it is T now, is surely poised to do it. These have been 12-3 CT halves from both teams. To say this is a necessity is undervaluing it. IHC want to run it right back, be wood bound in an instant. And I think 0-0 Nation know. They dropped that mid-molly, it wasn't smoke. That feels like a necessity to boost up. Cabal leads the front, he's blinded out. Annihilation with an entry, but his team are cut off by utility. 0-0 Nation, stacked to the 9s on the lower site. They know what's going on. IHC are gonna hold off. Go back for a boost. Some team damage to boot. Nice grenade over the top, puts Techno on his last legs. There's no question that everyone is here. It's just whether they'll go or reset. 0-0 Nation spread it thin, 2-2. A dangerous decision to make, but one that is only afforded due to the lack of their AWP. The low health, however, for IHC will hurt them.
This level of patience.
Care this boost. Care this boost.
It could spot the man back monster. Taco.
Step to the left.
Just out of danger.
He can.
Just, but not far enough.
Oh!
The ball's tapped Taco out, and now Doomau's gotta win this. Calling for rotates.
No.
Blitz gets that trade. The rest of the gang far away. They were up on that upper site. Now Lato and Coldzera. Whoa, it's gonna drop the bomb.
15 seconds.
Cabal's retrieved it. Boost up. Gonna try and put a stop to this one. A 2v3, 2v2 now with the bomb down in the smoke. And Coldzera, when this fades, he's gonna be in the right place.
Oh,
but it's Cabal first, bouncing back. Lato needing to do it in the 1v2.
Flash over the top, Cabal ready to swing as soon as Techno makes that contact, and it's coming. They face together, and Techno ends it. IHC, that's all it took on Inferno. 2 CT rounds. They've got 2 on the T side now. And now it's up to 0-0 Nation to dig deeper than they could in that first half of regulation to once again stop the inevitable from rearing its ugly head. If IHC do this, I will be lost for words.
I actually cannot believe we're in the same spot as we were on Inferno.
I've never...
Just the most unreasonable comebacks of immense scale, only to have that first half of overtime leave a sour taste in your mouth.
We've been casting Counter-Strike for 7 years now, and I don't know about you, I've never, ever witnessed a game like this.
I've never witnessed a day like this.
Or a vibe. And again, to reiterate what we've been saying all day, this is day 2 of the Challenger stage. This is not the biggest the crowd will get. These are not the best teams in the world, but they are putting on a world-class performance, world-class entertainment. This is not a game.
This is its own little page of history. First team to be eliminated from IEM Rio. And it's going to come down to a second overtime in this series on the 3rd map. IHC in the lead, the 0-0 Nation are no strangers to playing catch up.
As that sticker fades away, so does a team's lifeline. Round by round. Annihilation, deep down on long. 0-0 Nation, nade stack at B, won't find anything. 3 on A with this con presence. Try is combat shotgun AWPing through connector with a door off. He cannot commit, he must go back. Leave it to Doomau instead, nearing the 30th kill. Blitz has already broken that barrier. Much as how he did on Inferno, it scored a fight first, finding Lato. Blitz and Con, they need to trade this. They need to trade this. Blitz with one try will find it, but they're still down by a man. The bomb resets, but as it does, Annihilation aggresses. He has cleared this one out. Score must begin his rotation. This is B, and IHC should know it.
Taco out through short, that's the bomb. Cold and Taco dead, and Techno lights them up. 18! It might be happening again.
I think it might.
It might be happening again. Once more in the overtime, 0-0 Nation. They're able to do the whole thing to run it back in a bonus play. They look unstoppable right when you've written them off.
Fallen might be playing next against Cloud9 in that elimination game, but if IHC end this right here, right now, this building will become a library. No second chances. Elimination point. The Brazilians' lifeline dangles in the balance.
Means all these comebacks, this third map, all of it's for naught. Can be brushed under the rug. You do not want to get off this stage yet. It's try. The resident Argentinian to open up. Response in from Cabal, 4v4. No good deed goes unpunished in this round.
Every step made to the beat of a different drum. 0-0 Nation group up in middle. 4 kills. That's all it's going to take for IHC. One of them might come through right now. Blitz on the backstab, try with a bomb. This is everything, and he's heard them walk right past. No one is looking. Blitz, if he moves now, he wins this series, and they do not know.
There's one out of there immediately. They've been dispatched to try and deal with him. They want to try and trade this. They've got him trapped. Blitz in the connector, but you're trapped in here with him. There's a second. The bomb nearly gets away from them, but coldzera has grabbed it. 20 seconds here, time is of the essence. You got to be quick, you got to be clean as they move in through Monster. Dumao spearheading, coldzera alongside him. Dumao was the man who went on the recovery to try and save this. Now he's going to do it all over again.